Alright, so like I'm literally just recording this after our last game. I'm a little bit annoyed that I lost, I'm not going to lie. I think that my deck building was not... I don't need this headset actually. I don't think my deck building was as good as I was hoping it would be at the time. I maybe got lulled into a false sense of security in the first game, seeing that I drew into all my monsters, and obviously drew into none of them in game 2. It is what it is, I just have to accept the loss. I definitely feel like I still have the stronger deck overall, and we're going to hopefully build on that with Metal Raiders. This set includes some pretty insane cards, definitely a lot of things that we need to pull if we want to keep a firm position in the progression kind of series we've got going on here. So Summon Skull, we already do have a copy of this because of the starter deck, but if we can pull another one, it's fantastic. It's the best tribute summonable monster we have access to at this current stage. The Harpy come out in this set. They're not very good right now, but they do get some good future support, so it could be nice to have copies of them. Mask of Darkness is actually quite a nice card because it does add a trap card back to your hand, so being able to recycle trap holes and things like that is pretty cool. White Magical Hat, as you've seen from the original progression series, is a fantastic card. Being able to keep your opponent on like no cards in hand and just that can just win games on its own. Black Skull Dragon, we're never summoning that. Curtis was pretty keen on Master Sorcerer. I don't see the appeal. I think that if I'm going to run a card for that kind of effect, I'm just going to use White Magical Hat. If it's just me, we get all of the Gate Guardian pieces. Theoretically, they're better than Blue Eyes because they have a once per turn make the attack 0. It's not bad at all. A few of like those monsters that can attack your life points directly, which is kind of funny. Then moving on, we have Magician of Faith, one of the most insane flip monsters ever printed. We definitely want to try and pull 3 copies of this card if we can, because it is not limited. So in the early meta, multiple copies of Magician of Faith is worth gold for us. That recycles our Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, Dark Hole, Change of Heart. It is insane. We definitely want as many copies of that as possible. Tribute to the Doomed is a fantastic secret rare, super rare? Super rare. Discard 1 card, then target 1 monster to destroy it. Insane removal. Obviously we have Fissure, but that's just as good. A second Change of Heart. We could then start to run 2 in certain games if we wanted to. It's pretty insane, so I wouldn't put it past myself to want to do that, for sure. Sandgand is also in the rare slot. Being able to add cards to hand, fantastic. We definitely want to be pulling as many copies of Sandgand as possible. There's not a whole lot of other like insane cards when it comes to the monsters, I believe. We're just scrolling through. Jiragumo is an interesting one, and so is Dark Elf when we get down to it. 2 very, very powerful beaters. Obviously, Jiragumo does cost a lot of life points, but Jiragumo plus Dark Elf are the main attackers of choice that we really want in this deck, I think. Moving on from that, we have Thunder Dragon. This would be a really good card for us if we had pulled Polymerization, but without Poly, I don't know how good this card actually is. It's good at thinning out the deck, that's about it. So if we're trying to accelerate to a certain strategy with like extra Pot of Greeds, maybe, but if not, I don't really see the appeal of the card. We have all of these cards like Hoshingen and Millis Radiant and stuff that increase damage. Yeah, increased damage for certain attributes. It's like fine. We have Cannon Soldier. This is a card that could become very, very good in the future. We have Bistro Butcher, another decent attacker. It makes your opponent draw 2 cards, which is not as good, but it can become nice in some situations. Flame Cerberus is a fine tribute monster. It's not that bad. Dark Elf, like I said, insane card. Witch of the Black Forest, another insane card. Witch, Sandgand, and Magician of Faith are like the 3 main cards I want to try and pull from this set, for sure. Other than those guys, Solemn Judgment, Magic Jammer, 7 Tools of the Bandit, Horn of Heaven, as well as, we get down to it, Paralyzing Potion, Mirror Force, Stimpack, and Heavy Storm. They are like the big hitters. Heavy Storm and Mirror Force, especially, are both insane. Mirror Force is just a board wipe on all attack position monsters when they go in, which is nuts, and Heavy Storm is a spell and trap wipe, which is very, very good. That Heavy Storm is probably the biggest card I want to pull from this entire set. If we can get it, it'd be fantastic. Paralyzing Potion is good because it locks a monster onto the field, and Stimpack is good because it's a plus 700, which is insane. So a lot of cool cards that we can pull from here, sort of. Alright guys, here we go. 24 packs of Metal Raiders. Ooh, we got a nice first edition pack here. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, Thousand Dragon. Okay, fair enough. White Magical Hat. A couple of those would be pretty nice. He's a solid rare. Definitely not the rare we're hunting for, but we'll take him. Apparently we'll take 2 of him. Okay, that's our White Magical Hat sorted. We definitely only wanted like 2 of that card. Magician of Faith and Bistro Butcher, two very, very good cards. Magician of Faith, we definitely want to try and pull like 3 of her. She's insane for our deck, especially. Crass Cloud is good. Like I said, if I can pull 3 Crass, 3 Dream, feeling pretty good about that. Cannon Soldier is a fine card. Sword of the Obsidian is bad. Okay, Dark Elf, very, very nice. Everything else in that pack, pretty mediocre. Witch, oh, and we got Karibo. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use Karibo, but Witch is definitely a card I want. So I'm pretty happy to see that. Second Magician of Faith is really, really good. Okay, this is looking pretty damn nice, guys, not going to lie. 7-colored Fish. 7-colored Fish is good. Cannon Soldier is good. These are looking like solid cards. Catapult Turtle. Okay, Catapult Turtle is interesting, guys, because in Starter Deck Yugi, we've got Last Will. And coming soon, we're getting Magical Scientist. So Turtle does give us the scenario of pulling off Scientist OTK. Oh boy. That's a bad pack. Okay, we're halfway through now. We've pulled some pretty good stuff. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Nothing really good in there. Robin Goblin is a really odd card. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Heavy Storm, baby! Let's go. We pulled Magician of Faith plus Heavy Storm. Quota received. Second Dark Elf, I think. Pretty happy about that. Sandgan will also be good. Another Witch. We're going to say no to another Witch. Another Magician of Faith. If we have Heavy Storm, would be very greatly appreciated. There is nothing good in this pack. Good golly. Jiragumo. I really would love 3 of this card. I really doubt I'm going to get it. That is a first edition Secret Rare 1000 Dragon. Good God. I think I started with a 1000 Dragon and ended with a 1000 Dragon. Another 7-colored Fish and another Karibo. Karibo just keeps following me. I don't know why. I don't really want him to. What do we got here? Oh! Well, okay. That's... Huh. That's a card. That's Mirror Force. Holy shit. We pulled Heavy Storm and Mirror Force. I think the only card we're actually missing from all the things I wanted to pull here is Sandgan, right? Second Jiragumo, Mask of Darkness, get back Mirror Force. I really just think it's Sandgan. If we can pull a Sandgan, there's another Bistro Butcher, that's also fantastic. If we can pull a Sandgan here, this is like totally workable, right? Judgment. Judgment, Mirror Force, and Heavy Storm. What is going on? If we pull Sandgan out of these last 2 packs, it is done. 1 pack to go. 1 last opportunity. Sandgan? I don't think we pulled him. Did we miss Sandgan? Or am I just blind as a bat? I definitely pulled a Sandgan earlier. I think that's the 1 card we missed. I think we missed Sandgan, guys. Is this playable? 100%. I think we could definitely do this. Despite no Sandgan. Let's have a look. 2 7-colored Fish is unfortunate. 3 would have been ideal, but we play what we're given. 2 Jiragumo, 2 Dark Elf, 2 Bistro Butcher, plus the Turtle. The downside of no Sandgan is that it would have searched the Turtle. But I suppose Last Will can also search the Turtle. No Sandgan is like bad, but the rest of the pulls are so good. Double Witch, double Magician of Faith. We got Heavy, we got Judgment, and we got Mirror Force. How many Thunder Dragon did we pull? 0. Wow. Okay. Everything else, though, is pretty nuts, right? How many Stimpack did we get? 0. That's interesting. I mean, look, we pulled 3 of the most powerful cards in the game. And 2 of the best support cards in the game. And a bunch of beaters. I really can't complain, guys. We're building this. This is nuts.
Okay. I'm back. because I'm using my mulligan on this set, I'd realize I didn't pull any Sangans or any Witches. They're kind of very important. Didn't, of course, pull any of my Thunder Dragons. I think the only, like, super big relevant things that I pulled for long game in the last opening was, like, the Magician of Faiths. I don't think that alone is going to cut it. There's so much good stuff I missed in this set. Like, I didn't even pull any good Ultras. Like, I pulled the Black Skull Dragon and the Thousand Dragon? Yeah, I don't think Fusion's going to be the way to go. Anyway, on to pack opening numero 2. I've got another 24 set loaded of the Metal Raiders. And let's go for round 2. Right off the back, pulling the Thousand Dragon. Okay. Alright, Princess Tsurugi's good. Yep. There's a Wish. There's a Heavy Storm. Beautiful pack. Oh, certainly needed it. Certainly makes things a bit better for this one. There's a Mask of Darkness. Excellent. Very nice. There's a Masked Sorcerer as well. I don't think I pulled any of those either. Good to see one of them. There's a Moth. There's a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Now give me my Thunder Dragons. Even though I can't even polymerize them. But it's fine. It's for the future. There's another Masked Sorcerer. Very good. Very good. As for this one, nothing exciting here. Can I see some more? There we go. I was about to say another Witch, maybe a Sangan would be nice. Honestly, one of each is just good filler for the two. There's a Robin Gold and there's another Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be using two of them, but hey, they're there. Nothing exciting from here. Unhappy Maiden ain't bad. There's another Mask of Darkness. There's a Paralyzing Potion. Excellent. There's another Paralyzing Potion and the Unhappy Maiden. There's a Magician of Faith. Excellent. I believe that's 2 of those now, which is pretty good. Can I see some Thunder Dragons though? I only saw the one last time and I haven't seen any this time. I know they're the short printed common, but they're still a common, damn it. Mask of Darkness. Yep, okay. I'll take it. Good playable. Nothing super playable here. Anytime I see a non-playable pack is very disheartening. There's a Thunder Dragon. Alright, give me 2 more please. I need them. Need my Thunder Boys. Fake Trap is funny. Might just drop that on him just for a giggle. There's another Change of Heart. Beautiful. Ooh, that's gonna be dangerous. Alright, doing a hard think on that. There's a Mooka Mooka, yeah, okay. There's a sort of Deep-Seated. Come on. We're back to the whole thing of 3 packs remaining, 4 packs remaining, and only the 1 Thunder Dragon. No Thunder Dragon in here. There's a Paralyzing Potion, though. So there's the Sangan, very nice. And a Gate Guardian. Wow, yay. Okay. Alright. Let's go. No Thunder Dragons this round either. Well, I did what I could. Unhappy Maiden. Even like an extra Thunder Dragon would be cool. Yep. There we go. Even like the 2 Thunder Dragons aren't too bad. Because when Chaos format comes around, also I pulled like 3 secret rares. And But yeah, like when Chaos format comes around, it's a free light in the grave. Every time. Yeah, did I actually pull? I pulled 2,000 dragons, which is probably the worst of the two. Despite there's not much difference between the two. Yeah, 2,000 dragons, and I know I pulled a Gate Guardian at some point as well. Well, I did my mulligan, and this is the one I'll have to lock in now. Alright. It's certainly an improvement getting the Sangan, the Witches, the one Masked Sorcerer, no, two Masked Sorcerers? Yeah, okay. I don't think I saw any white magical hats, so not too fussed on the white magical hats. I feel like you're sleeping a bit when you're not thinking Masked Sorcerer either. I think Masked Sorcerer is hella good. Alright. We are done. And on to deck building.
Alright, so here's the list we are bringing today against Curtis. Feeling pretty good about this list. This is very, very solid. I've definitely learned my lesson of going a lot more monster heavy. And I definitely feel like all of the spell and traps that we have in this deck are insane. Like, all of them are nuts. So it's just about making sure we can get through the monsters pretty well. Not be just, like, bricked by a ton of monsters in the hand. But we'll see. That's like my fear, and why like in the past I've run more spell and traps than monsters sometimes, is because like the spell and traps can just be game winners on their own. Definitely like the one card we missed that's like very disappointing is Sangan. Like, oh, even just one copy of Sangan would have been insane. But then again, the fact that we pulled 2 Magician of Faith, 2 Witch of the Black Forest, Mirror Force, Judgment, and Heavy Storm, I really can't complain, guys. Sangan sucks to not have, but I think, you know, the rest of the deck is pretty nuts. Just going over it, we have a couple of Dark Elf, one of our best attackers. Hain is basically just here for board control. I like how he combos with White Magical Hat, so I was like a big fan kind of that decision. Jiragumo, our best attacker, 2200. A couple of Magician of Faith to recycle all of our busted spells. Made Bug for removal, Mask of Darkness to get back all of our busted traps. A couple of Bistro Butcher, one of our better attackers. Wall of Illusion, again, just like the best wall, like best T set we could probably put at the start of the game. A couple of White Magical Hat, because we can punish our opponent with this. A couple of Witch of the Black Forest, just because Witch. A couple of Fish, Battleox, Legion, Neo for our vanilla support. Pretty straightforward cards, really. I think, you know, they just kind of get the job done. Change of Heart, Dark Hole, Double Fissure, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Double Pot, Raigeki, Metamorph, Mirror Force, Judgment, Double Trap Hole, Double Ultimate Offering. Don't know why I wasn't running 2 of this last time. And a Waboku to finish off the main deck. I couldn't really think of anything else I wanted to add. In the side deck, I've just chucked in like Last Will Turtle, as well as Card Destruction. I guess maybe if it's like too monster heavy in the future, I can look at like trying to go Card Destruction into the main deck over like Neo or Battleox. I don't hate that idea. I also like the idea of chucking in Card Destruction and Stop Defense over Neo and Battleox, because I think I'd have enough monsters regardless, and that Card Destruction can come up and be really good, and so can Stop Defense. So they're definitely cards to consider. I like Just Desserts as well. I'm gonna potentially side in Just Desserts if I see that Curtis is using like Dark Elf and Jiragumo. It's a really good way to surprise him and potentially win the game. Didn't really get any other good burn cards, so I'm kind of sticking with things like Paralyzing Potion, Share the Pain, and Sword of the Deep-Seated, because like this can either be good for me, or I can combo this in the damage step with like a reverse trap, and it's really, really solid. A couple of Karibo in here just because I figured might as well just have them. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to come up, but might as well just have them, I suppose. No battle damage can sometimes be really, really important if I just need another turn in the game. But yeah, the strategy is pretty straightforward. We'll just run over Curtis with hopefully all of our good spell traps and try and get the dub from there. But anyway, let's jump into this duel. Let's see if we can get the job done, guys. I definitely think maybe Card Destruction and Stop Defense may be better than Neo and Battleox, but we'll find out.
And welcome to my deck builder for the episode. With the inclusion of Metal Raiders is definitely a huge upgrade to my deck. Still running a few of the good beaters from last time, only down to as low as the Blue Winged Crown, which is 1600, but everything else is higher than, of course, with the very highest being Jirai Gumo. Now, I didn't pull that many Jirai Gumos, and I didn't pull any Dark Elves, but Jirai Gumo is good for just sitting on the field, be like, yeah, it's just going to stay there and wall your Dark Elves. And that's its job. Hopefully it'll do it well. Nextly, we pulled 2 Magician of Faiths to help cycle all the powerful spell cards we got. And next up is the Man-Eater Bug, which is pretty good mainstay still currently. Gotta abuse the fact that I have the second one. More sacking. Mask of Darkness. Mask of Darkness, I did pull 3 of. I'm only putting 2 of because I feel 2 is a safer number for more semi-inconsistent cards. Because effectively the only main things that the Mask of Darkness I expect it to cycle back is additional trap holes and maybe a Waboku. Because it's so few of my traps, that's why it's going to only be at 2. Next up, Masked Sorcerer. Now, Masked Sorcerer I actually do really like. I do like it more, about the same as White Magical Hat, which I didn't pull any White Magical Hats. But hey, Masked Sorcerer has a better defense stat, and look, it can still hit in and generating me more resources. That's really good. I think it's a lot more valuable than it's being given credit. Nextly, I did pull the one of Sangan, it doesn't really have the best search targets, like obviously all the small things to help cycle other things, but things like Masked Sorcerer is an option. The main thing would be Sangan, it's into Witch of the Black Forest, into something like Summon Skull if I want to go a more beatdown route. That'd be a really good round to get it going. Sangan into pretty much anything of the cycles. Even a Wall of Illusion would also be really good in the case that I need to wall up a bit. And naturally, of course, we'll talk about Wall of Illusion. Still probably one of the best set defense position monsters, mainly because you can't hit into it unless you're risking a tribute monster generally, because our big beaters top out currently at 1800. So Wall of Illusion needs a bit more resources to actually properly get rid of. Next is Witch of the Black Forest. As I said, it can happily cycle to Summon Skull if I have the tribute spot open. If not, even any of my beaters would be really nice. Speaking of the beaters, only pulled 2 7-colored fish. The one Battleox is still there. Blue Wing Crowned, I pivoted in case he's still running Mountain. And this one will, of course, prefer the Mountain the most out of all the 1600 attack monsters. And with that, Lajin, still another 1800 beater. Neo, the middle ground 1700 beater. Nextly, I'm still running the one of Summon Skull. I believe having at least one of these will be useful to get over the 2k defenders still. And it's like low investment cost. Like, yes, I have Blue Eyes, and one is in the side deck, just in case. But Blue Eyes taking up two tributes where I could just do it with the one tribute and get 500 attack less, I'm happy with that. Alright, on to the spells. We move on to Change of Heart. This is my Rule Breaker card. The one card that I have 2 of. Like, I pulled the 2 of, the second one in the Metal Raider set. So, obviously he won't know of that until I actually fire off a second Change of Heart in a duel. That can just come with a very surprise blowout out of nowhere, because he won't be expecting it, and he has been counting my cards, so good skill on him, but I'm taking advantage of it. Nextly, Dark Hole. It's good field removal. That's what it does. Fissure, same thing, but less field removy, but is still really good for removal. And generally your beaters can beat over the small monsters into allowing me to fissure his higher things.
Heavy Storm to get rid of any nasty traps he has, any trap holes, even if he sets up an ultimate offering, just clear the field for the way. Get rid of any battle tricks he potentially has as well. Last Will. Now, Last Will is very interesting. I didn't play it last episode, generally because I didn't feel I had enough tribute summons to really make use of it straight away. However, right now I still have only the summon skull. And yeah, look, it's not the most consistent if I'm doing it that way. However, he has plenty of trap holes, so with that I can potentially activate Last Wills through his trap holes, or if he has a way to like reinforcements and blow up my monster instead, it could also just be a Hail Mary for if I attack into something to sack it and then bring something out over it as well. Like if I'm like crashing Sangans, I can Last Will into my Sorcerer on that same battle phase and get that extra one draw. All in all, it actually still doesn't really have the most targets, like an extra Sangan. Like, because it special summons onto the field, the best targets are literally Sangan, Witch of Black Forest, and Wall of Illusion. Everything else is either too high or flip effects. So it's, if anything, if I'm not feeling it, I'll probably be siding it out for game 2s and 3s. Monster Reborn, it's good. This alongside Change of Heart can again provide me with some really good blowout potential. Pot of Greed is Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards, free card. It's 3+1, can't go wrong with that. Sword of the Deep-Seated. Now this is another good way for me to get over 2k defenders and boost up one of my beaters to outdo one of his beaters if I need to. Worst case scenario, he has a Summon Skull out or Blue Eyes out, and I have to sort of Deep-Seated to crash him or beat over. Apart from that, the fact that it cycles back to the top of deck means, look, it can cause some issues where it's like, sometimes I won't want to redraw it, but it's fine. It's a good drawback for a generic plus 500 attack and defense. Acid Trap Hole, it's a free trade 1-for-1. As soon as he sets a monster, this just pops it. And there's still nothing really, apart from tribute summon-wise, there might be something. Yeah, you know, the Blue Eyes, Dark Magicians, if he's running that. Obviously, you won't be setting those anyway. Alright, Metamorph. This makes any of the beaters beat over Blue Eyes. Really good. It's pretty good. And it's a good battle trick, I guess, that it can be used. Alright, Robin Goblin. I only pulled the one-off, but honestly, I feel the one-off is all that I really need. I feel if you're running 3, you might be over committing to it. Like, more enough Robin Goblin is a win more card. It's better when you're ahead. Like, it's absolutely useless if you don't have any board presence. That's why I feel overcommitting to it is a bit of an issue. Alright, 3 trap holes because they still have that one extra, and be +1 on the Saki potential. The Ultimate Offerings, good card for good final blowout potentials. And lastly, Waboku to clean up the last of the, like, just give me that one extra turn or protect some of my monsters if I'm crashing or if he's crashing. And onto my side, I've got the Hanes in the thing. Yes, I've got Hanes in the side deck. They're there because I feel they're more of a side potential. That's better if he's playing a more defensive plan. So it's good to just spot remove a card temporarily to get tempo in. Unhappy Maiden is a defensive potential, and the main reason why I actually kind of like it here in the side deck is it's another case of if he's running an offensive game plan. But the other main, like, another really good thing about it, it is another potential Last Will target. Alright, Blue Eyes is here because I might need a 3k attacker at some point, possibly. Ryukushin Powered is just a secondary 1600 attacker, and if I need a bit more on the 4-star or lower monsters, if he's running Yami for some reason, or if I'm going to run Yami, it spots in over the Blue Wing Crown. Block attack is actually pretty good because it allows me to remove any of the beaters, even Summon Skull if he sets that, because low base defense. And a lot of their defense numbers are a lot more manageable. Paralyzing Potion. I think I even glassed over it when it was over here, but Paralyzing Potion, if he has something that I need to not deal with for a couple of turns and can potentially deal with it at a later point, that's the card. It's a good stun card if he is able to get out his Summon Skull. Alright, Yami, it's there if I want to mess up his fields. Look, it's there for that. Reinforcements, it's a battle trick if I'm feeling we need more battle tricks more than blowout cards. And Reverse Trap is countering his potential battle tricks, or if he's running his own sort of deep-seated. Alright, and with that, we are done.
Alright, we are here with the duel. Curtis, how you feeling, man? I'm pretty happy too. Like, a little bit annoyed that I missed certain cards, but at the same time, like... yeah. For sure. I think it's still like a manageable deck, and I think we're at a stage now where our decks are quite well built, so should be interesting. Alright, best of luck, man. Let's ooh. Unga bunga indeed. Ah! Alright, I will go first. Best of luck. Alright. Oh, I got a draw. Yeah. Stand by main. I will set a monster and set a card face down. All yours. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little research. I'm gonna normal summon Battle Ox. I'm gonna swing into your face down. That is a-okay. Here we'll go back to my hand. Just trying to think if there's anything else I want to do with my turn. No, I'm fine with that. Oh, yes. Lejeune. He's Legioning. No. Okay, well I have my own Wall of Illusion. During the end of your battle phase, I will activate Ultimate Offering. Yes, I'm gonna pay 500 life points to normal summon, let's get the Ox back out here. Anything you want to do before you end your turn? Alright, I will draw for turn. I mean, I think we just go for it, right? I'm gonna activate Fissure. I don't have like a massive blowout, but it still feels pretty good. I'm gonna switch my wall to attack position. I'm going to normal summon 7 colored fish. And then I'm going to pay 1,000 life points with Ultimate Offering. So I can normal summon Witch of the Black Forest and White Magical Hat. Battle phase. White Magical Hat Let's see. You have exactly 6 cards in hand, so let's roll the dice and see which cards get discarded. This one. Oh, okay. Okay, not bad. To the top. Okay. Yeah, everybody's attacking. I will pass it there. Who could have foreseen such a thing? Okay. That's fair. Sure. Flip a coin. Okay, it's heads, so you're fine. I'll take my 1800. One magical hat will go to the grave. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I will... Hey, look. There we go. At the end of your battle phase, I will set a card. Yes, I paid the 500 for it. Standby main, I will flip summon Hain for game. Whew. Ultimate Offering's a hell of a card. I also forgot in the last duel that we had, I only ran 1 of it. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Why would I not run 2 of this thing? It's pretty insane. Yeah, I agree. First seems really good, but I mean, it depends on what you open with, right? Exactly. Okay. Alright. Well, let's fire off a pot of greed. Any response? Didn't know if you'd pulled that magic jammer. Let's, you know what? No better time than the present. I will activate Heavy Storm. Ooh, Robin Goblin. I had a feeling one of them was a trap hole, but I didn't expect Robin Goblin. You could have a Wall of Illusions set. I think I'd go with this. I summon 7 colored fish, and I'm gonna swing into your face down. That's fair enough. Main phase 2, I will set a card, and I'll pass. Mars Sorcerer. Sinking in for 9. Not bad, not bad. And you get to draw a card. You know, like, the one downside of Mars Sorcerer, right, is that while it's really good that you get to draw a card, it gets outed by White Magical Hat, which could just discard the card that you added. That is true. Alright, I'll draw. Okay. I'm gonna normal summon Dark Elf. That is A-okay. Yeah, look, I don't blame you for having confusion there. I'm just thinking about how I want to make this turn go. Yeah, I'm honestly considering that for myself as well. I might regret this one. I'm going to change of heart your Mask Sorcerer. The hand's not looking super great, so I'm going to swing in for 9. And then draw a card. And then end phase, give it back to you. All yours. No, 7 color fish fine. I will take 27 to the face. Yeah. All of them are totally fine. I have no response. Okay. I'll draw. Alright. How do I want to play this? Oh, I'm just like thinking about my options here. I have a very awkward hand, and it's just down to like, what could you have face down? You threw 2 of your 3 trap holes. I'm trying to think of like other things you have access to. I'm gonna fire for Dark Hole. Okay. And then I'm going to set a monster and pass. Okay. I guess we go for it, right? I'll flip summon Nyhmnim. I'll normal summon White Magical Hat. Battle phase. Okay. No response to Gumo. Main phase 2. I will use Fissure to destroy it, though. And I will pass turn there. Okay. Fair enough. Yep. That's fair. I will take 13. Alright. Oh man. Okay. Man, okay. I'm going to... I mean, if this is third trap hole, it is what it is. I'm gonna normal summon Lejin. Okay. Battle phase. Lejin will attack into fish. Damage step. I will activate reverse trap. So all effects that would increase, decrease. So that becomes 500 damage from that. And sword goes back to the top of your deck. I will not swing with Hane. I'll switch it to defense. I don't think the 450 is even that worth it. I'm going to pass. That's fair enough. So no attacking from Lejin. No problem. And just a sword in hand. Okay. It's not a bad top deck. I'm gonna normal summon the Bistro Butcher. No, because I'm not inflicting battle damage, but I'm gonna attack into your face down. Mana bug. Bistro goes away. No problem. All yours. Fair enough. Alright. I will normal summon Dark Elf. Since Lejin cannot attack, I'm going to switch him to defense. Battle phase, I will pay 1,000 to swing. And I will pass turn there. Yep. Yeah. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Draw. Okay. So, I don't know what that card in hand is, but fortunately, Jiragumo does get over Blue Wing Crown, so that's pretty good. This is so risky though. Well, it's only risky for this turn. I'm gonna swing with Jiragumo. I'm gonna say heads. Okay. And then I will swing with Dark Elf. And I will pass. Ah, yep. Yep. That does it. Yep. Sure, so that's 300 damage that I take, and then you pay 1,000 to swing. I am dead. Yep. No. No, I can't. Okay. Interesting. I mean, okay, so my hand was Hane and Mask of Darkness. So I was like, damn, neither of these actually finish you. But I did top deck the Bistro Butcher. So you get to draw 2 cards as I finish the game. I wish, man. GG, man. Whew. Second from the top. Oh, it's a mystery card. Okay, so double change of heart. Okay, that's scary. So I full disclosure, I did not pull Sangan. I didn't pull a single copy of Sangan. I got double Witch. I got double Magician of Faith. So I was like, okay, like they're respectable. I got my what was it? I got Heavy Storm, as you saw. Nice, nice. I was worried like you'd pulled the Magic Jammer. I'm like, okay, I'll use Pot of Greed as a bait, and then if he'll probably jam a Pot of Greed, then I can just go for the Storm, just because, like, I don't really have a lot of outs to Trap Hole. As you saw from the 2 games, it's a pretty oppressive card against me. The crazy thing though, because you'll obviously see it in the videos when they come out. So I didn't get Sangan, but as well as Heavy Storm, I got Mirror Force and Solemn. So I was like, these are 2... No. I mean, I just chucked it in because I was like, why not, right? Like, if I've got it, why not? And I mean, I was playing the Mask of Darkness to get it back. But I was just gonna say, like, they're good, but I really wish I'd pulled a Sangan, because Sangan's just such a good card. Oh yeah, 100%. Like that was something I was worried about. That's why I was running. Yeah, that's why I was running the 2 Magician of Faith, because I was like, okay, if he does that, then I have to put down Magician of Faith, get back Heavy Storm, and then just clear his board. But never saw Magician of Faith in either game. Oh yeah, yeah. Do you have Magician of Faith? Oh, you have 2. Sorry, I didn't see you discard them. We did. Yeah, it looks like it. So I missed Sangan. I actually only pulled 2 Thunder Dragon and no twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Which would have been really good for when Starter Deck Joey came out, because I believe that has a copy of Polymerization in it. Oh. Funnily enough, right, I pulled 2 copies of Thousand Dragon. I only had 1 in my extra deck right now. I think it was 2 copies in the end. I was like, that's so funny. I actually pulled like a first edition secret rare. Did you pull the first edition secret rare too? It was like $250. I was like, what is this? I got 2 elf and 2... I got 2 elf, 2 fish, 2 Gumo. My fish pulls... Dude, I pulled 5 Crust Clown and 0 Dream Clown. Dude, when we get Labyrinth of Nightmare, like that trap card, which just changes all battle positions, it's insane, but... 0 Gravity is the other one you're thinking of, yeah. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Hey. Also, like the crazy thing, with spell ruler, magic ruler, whatever it's called. I think it's spell ruler was its name. Coming up is that in starter deck Pegasus, I believe we have access to Black Illusion, Ritual, and Relinquished, and we also get a second chance of them in Magic Ruler. So there's a chance we could actually have like multiple copies of Relinquished, which is kind of crazy. I suppose if we had like high counts of things like Sangan and Witch, then it wouldn't be too bad. We have Senju, I think, that's in Magic Ruler. Nah, dude, the first play ritual is Crab Turtle. It beats Summon Skull. Busted card. That's the next set I think we're pulling, because we have the Sacred Cards promos, but the only ones we get out of that is Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, Ryoku, and Negate Attack. Probably the only one. Like, Ryoku is, like, at this stage of the game, it's fine, because it means theoretically a Hain can run over a Jiragumo, which, in a scenario, is cool. But other than that, it's like, whatever. It's oh, man. Nah, like, honestly, like, the one thing I want a wildcard for is a Sangan. Yeah, I haven't used my mulligan yet. I was probably gonna, like... Spell Ruler has some insane cards in it, and if we're gonna be getting 3 Magician of Faith, I want to try and get as many of those spell cards as possible. So I may use my mulligan for that. But if I can use a mulligan to acquire a Sangan from Metal Raiders, that's definitely the priority. So I have to spin the wheel though, right? So we set up a wheel and it's like... I think I'm going to do it, man. I'm spending the wild card to just get the 1 copy of Sangan, because that thing gets limited to 1 for the longest time, and just having that 1 copy in my deck would be very, very helpful. So, I'm going to take that. We will catch you guys back here next time with Spell Ruler, which should be a pretty hype opening, because there's a lot of insane spell cards coming out of that. We get, like, Snatch Steal, Delinquent Duo, Painful Choice, like... It's... I think there's like Confiscation, the Forceful Sentry. Like, a lot of the pulls out of Spell Ruler are insane. Like, that's the thing I'm finding is like the monsters are like okay, but yeah, like the spell and traps are insane. Yeah. So anyway, Curtis, thank you very much for joining me once again. Good games in this one. Currently... Oh, you sound like me. You sound like me in the last episode. I'm just glad that the side deck reverse trap actually came in clutch. I didn't pull any Stim Pack. If I'd pulled Stim Packs, I probably would have played them. That's fair. Alright, we'll be back with you guys with Spell Rulers. For now, though, Curtis, thank you very much, my man. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.